everybody, this is Mr. Laubach. Thanks for joining me. I hope your day is going well. As we begin studying voter behavior, we're going to go over some key terms when studying voter behavior. So first, what is voter behavior? Voter behavior is the actions or inactions of citizens in respect of participating in elections. So do people vote? Do people not vote? Why do they do this? These are all important components to this concept of voter behavior, which we're going to take a very close look at. Off-year elections, a congressional election held in the even years between presidential elections. So 2020 is a presidential election, although we do vote for members of Congress. So 2022 will be an off-year election, as was 2018. These are often referred to also as midterm elections. Ballot fatigue. It is a phenomenon that results in fewer votes being cast for offices at the end of an election ballot. So when you go into the polling place, the federal or national level candidates will be at the top, and then the state level, and then the local level. So what a lot of people do is they will go into the polling place, and when they go to vote, they'll just vote for the top of the ballot, and they may leave the bottom of the ballot blank. This is referred to as ballot fatigue. Political efficacy is having an influence on politics. So each person has their own level of political efficacy. If you have a high level of political efficacy, you believe that your vote is important, you believe that you have an effect on politics, therefore you are more likely to go out and vote. People with a low political efficacy, they do not think they have influence on politics at all, and they feel like their vote is not important and they are not an important part of the process. This oftentimes is also viewed as voters being disenfranchised. But political efficacy, everybody has a level of political efficacy, meaning the feeling that they have an effect on politics. And that determines whether or not they vote in many cases. Political socialization, the process by which people get their political attitudes and opinions. This is a lifelong process that starts at a very early age and continues on through one's entire life. We're going to talk more about this in the future, but needless to say, political socialization of individuals is very important to determining their voter behavior. The gender gap is the difference between political choices of men and women. Typically, men are more likely to vote more on the Republican side. Women are more likely to vote on the Democratic side. They tend to have different views as to what issues are most important. This is called the gender gap. Party identification, the loyalty of people to a specific political party. So some people have a strong loyalty towards political party, like they strongly see themselves as either a Democrat or a Republican. Others have a weak party identification. Those that have a strong party identification are more likely to be straight ticket voters or to vote for all Republicans if they're a Republican, or all Democrats if they are a Democrat. Where in those that have a weaker party identification, they're more likely to be a swing voter or vote for some Democrats and some Republicans. An independent is a person with no political party affiliation, so they are not registered to a political party, or they do not identify with a political party. They are someone that is, as the name says, independent. Independents have become more and more important in recent history as that group has grown larger, with less people identifying with a political party. In many cases, independents believe that the two political parties are too extreme. We can maybe think of a moderate when we think of an independent, but not all independents are moderate. So keep that in mind as well.